e tabua e o si sambe mo rekan roka adoro mo tabua ando tele taka na waro na Hula FM namba 2 e na sir
Bola na go ilimo do tele taka na FM na go sa sector to na Hula FM
Bola o tsembo ni valu ngone ni kandabu ni mo kisa o ba chiku na sinu ando tele taka bali na waro na Hula FM na bantu na sir
o lorima na gagini suka lambasa to do tele taka na Hula FM namba 2 na sir
Hula FM namba 2 na sir.
Good evening, this is FBC News. I'm Amrita Priyadarshini. Tonight, gale warning in force for southern Lao Group. Public warned to prepare for severe tropical cyclone Ola. And Lakemba braces as effects of TC Ola to be felt from tomorrow morning. People living in the central eastern and northern maritime areas are advised to prepare for the imminent arrival of severe tropical cyclone Ola. TC Ola is tracking from Vava'o Island in Tonga and expected to reach Fiji waters by 7 a.m. tomorrow. Madhyumbole Tamana reports.
Severe tropical cyclone Ola Category 3 has wreaked havoc in Tonga, forcing the government to declare a state of emergency. The signs are ominous that the Category 3 system, with a 10-minute average winds of up to 80 knots at the center, will bore down 150 kilometers east of Lakemba Island around daybreak tomorrow.
For the Lao group, strong easterly winds with average speeds of 50 kilometers per hour and momentary gusts of 65 kilometers per hour can be experienced, with winds may be increasing further to damaging gale force from Sunday morning. Occasional rain and thunderstorms becoming frequent.
Ravin Kumar says the temporary relief for land areas in Vitilevu and Vanulevu is that the flood warning issued yesterday has been cancelled. This as Tropical Depression 07 has now weakened.
The flood warnings that has previously in force for Fiji, for major river catchment basins, has been now cancelled. The weather has improved over the country. However, as the tropical cyclone approaches, we expect the winds and clouds and the rain associated with it to spread from the east.
Reiterating the call for the public to be aware of the situation at hand, Kumar says all should start securing their belongings and loved ones before we bear the full brunt of the storm.
For the people, especially in the Lao group, please be prepared as the tropical cyclone Ola is approaching, and we expect that to be start affecting later tonight. And people must be prepared at all times, especially secure their homes, see that their families are safe.
Tropical cyclone Ola is expected to continue with her track southwest of the Lao group, treading 23 kilometers per hour, and will be situated some 100 kilometers west of Suva by Monday morning. Madhyumbole Tamana, FBC News.
Now, in its latest weather briefing, the Weather Office has issued a tropical cyclone gale warning for the southern Lao group. These islands include Kambara, Ongea, Fulanga, Namuka, Mode, Vatoa and Onoi Lao. Meteorology Director Ravin Kumar says Tropical Cyclone Ola, still a Category 3 system, is tracking 410 kilometers east of Kambara and the Lao group on its way from Vava'o Island in Tonga. Closer to its center, the cyclone is expected to have average winds of 150 kilometers per hour and momentary gusts of 250 kilometers per hour.
The cyclone is expected to be located about 200 kilometers east of Kambara or 250 kilometers northeast of Oneilau at 1 a.m. tonight. The Category 2 systems and Category 3 systems normally have the potential to blow off roof of houses which are of weak structures. With the Category 3 system, they all have potential to uproot trees as well as blow off the roofs and the weaker structures that may be on the ground.
Strong southeast winds with average of 45 kilometers per hour, gusting at 65 kilometers per hour, and occasional rain becoming frequent and heavy at times are expected in eastern Viti Levu, northern Lao, Lomai Viti, Kandavu, Taviuni, and nearby smaller islands. Well, put aside your festive season plans and secure your properties as Tropical Cyclone Ola is approaching Fiji and its effects are likely to be felt from tonight. This is a strong call from the National Disaster Management Office to all living in outer islands. Akusita Tale reports.
This is calm before the storm. The public have been advised to not be carried away by the current fine weather as Fiji braces for Tropical Cyclone Ola tonight. The National Disaster Management Office is working with village headmen in Lao to see necessary safety precautions are taken.
The festive season period now, I suppose they should now put it aside and barricade their houses for those that are actually along the areas that can be swamped by storm surges. They should make preparation to move to higher ground or to other safer areas, at evacuation centers or identified places in the village that they can move to.
As we move towards nightfall, the NDMO says school managers and village headmen in the outer islands need to work closely with the villagers.
Tomorrow we would be expecting gale force winds based from the forecast given by the Nandimet office to actually start tonight. On that note, all of the Lao group, and this is specifically for the southern Lao group, beginning from Lakemba right down to Ono, all these groups of islands, they should now be prepared.
Winds may increase to further damaging gale force with high seas over the Lao waters from later tonight. Occasional rain and thunderstorms will become frequent. Tuifangalele says evacuation centers have also been activated in these areas.
Some of them would be billeted in schools, and some of them have their own village evacuation centers. This especially for the Lao group. The expectation is all these centers are supposed to be ready by now to receive occupants if they are needed.
Tropical Cyclone Ola has already wreaked havoc in parts of Tonga. Akusita Tale, FBC News.
Lakemba Village in the Lao group has already taken safety measures, bracing themselves for Tropical Cyclone Ola. Speaking from Lakemba Village to FBC News, village headman Ali Finau says villagers have been advised to adhere to the weather warning and not to be complacent.
I already advised the people of Lakemba to prepare them before Cyclone Ola hit Lakemba tomorrow morning. There are 134 families in the village. Put everything together, fix the roof to collect their water, stay indoor.
Tropical Cyclone Ola is expected to hit Lakemba by early tomorrow morning. Now, in other news, police are investigating the death of a 34-year-old man of Taviuni who was allegedly assaulted by his younger brother. Chief of Operations ACP Rusiate Tundravu confirms the alleged incident happened last Saturday during a drinking session. Police believe the two had an argument which resulted into a fight. The deceased suffered injuries and was rushed to the Lambasa hospital before he was transferred to the CWM hospital in Suva. He died on New Year's Eve. The investigation continues. Stay tuned, still to come, Fiji Airways to add another aircraft to its fleet.
And I love Mucci FM.
Hi, my name is Sonny from Canberra. I love listening Mucci FM online.
मैं हूँ उर्मिला देवी आसियासी तावा से जितेन शांडिल को और अश्निल को तावा में लॉक कर दिया जाए.
हम लोग यहाँ से कतो कमें Mucci FM सुनता है. Mucci FM is hot.
I'm Shelly in Tanga Nursery. Mucci music simply bindas in nursery.
मैं अशफाक वालिल हुसैन Mucci FM मेरे नस नस में.
Mucci FM, it's hot.
Welcome back here with FBC News. Now, some roads are closed in Ovalau because of damaged bridges. The Fiji Roads Authority says Nambawalu Road in the north will remain closed for at least 24 hours at the two damaged bridge sites due to the heavy rain and strong winds yesterday, while the roads in the west are fully open. The authority says contractors are being dispatched from the mainland to attend to these areas today. Motorists and pedestrians are advised to take extreme precautions while on the roads.
Actually have this problem in Burasala with one of the bridges over there has actually been badly affected from last night, and it has caused the delay of people leaving from Ovalau to come over to Fiji Airways. As a result of that, some of the people who are also waiting from here to travel on the same boat to Nambuwalu this morning, they have also been stranded.
Well, several more minor roads have been reported as closed, sometimes due to damages caused by being used as alternative access routes, as it is not designed for traffic loads. A civil servant and a taxi driver appeared in a special court sitting at the Suva Magistrates Court today, charged with 2 counts of rape. The court heard the 33-year-old victim works in the same ministry as the accused. Police prosecutor Joshua Shaw says the alleged incident happened in Suva 2 weeks ago. Shaw says the police are looking for a third suspect in the matter. The 2 accused have been remanded in custody, and the matter will be called on Thursday next week. Well, plans are already underway for Fiji Airways to add a new Boeing 737 aircraft to its current fleet. Fiji Airways Chief Executive Andrew Fallon confirmed this to FBC News. Lakemba has the details.
Fiji Airways is punching above its weight in spearheading the growth of the aviation industry regionally and internationally. With a rapid rise in its services last year, the company promises better plans in 2016.
We've got a 5-year master plan, and next year we're looking at adding another 737. But for now, this is the end of the long-haul fleet, and we'll be doing a new master plan going forward.
Andre Filion says the arrival of the new A330-300 aircraft named Island of Rotuma marks the beginning of new developments to come.
As you know, we'll be flying additional routes. We're going to be serving Singapore and San Francisco next year, but it will also be adding more flights onto Hong Kong and more capacity onto Los Angeles.
These developments will be vital for the growth of Fiji Airways, and it will also ensure sustainability and profitability for the company. Lakemba, FBC News.
2015 has been a challenging yet rewarding year for the Biosecurity Authority of Fiji. BAF Executive Chair Xavier Riaz Khan says they have achieved in 2015, which was only possible through hard work. Shireen Lata reports.
One of the major achievements for the Biosecurity Authority of Fiji in 2015 was the recruitment of more technical staff, which has been an issue before.
We've been successfully able to recruit more plant pathologists, entomologists, and veterinarians. We have veterinarians on board also. And we're in the process of recruiting more vets.
Executive Chair Xavier Riaz Khan says BEF has undergone reorganization and new business units were also implemented. Internally, the authority now has a proper structure in place.
But the major milestones basically will be having our basic policies and procedures in place, having our pathways in order.
BEF also opened its new offices in Taviuni and Lambasa last year. Khan says their main focus in the new year will be to complete the capital projects. Shireen Lata, FBC News.
A man is in police custody for allegedly assaulting his wife with a knife in Nasinu yesterday. The woman received multiple cuts and is being admitted at the CWM hospital. Police believe the accused was drunk and the incident happened after an argument broke between the two. Police Chief of Operations ACP Rusiatin Randravu is warning the public to refrain from taking the law in their hands. Police are still questioning the man. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Varange Bainimarama has called on Fijians to join him in the mission to ensure that women and children's lives are free from violence and abuse. Bainimarama says he has committed to use every available opportunity to condemn domestic violence and sexual assault that plague our society.
The law punishes this crime severely, but we need to create a culture that disgraces anyone who even thinks about abusing or assaulting our women and children. And people who commit these atrocities should be modified to show their faces in our communities and in our society.
The Fiji police force had recorded 52 domestic violence cases in 11 months last year. 50 were against women and 2 against men. A fireman's life is never simple, and they are trained to tackle the heat at any time. Some firefighters who have retired share their experiences with FBC News. Farzana Nisha has more.
Retired Divisional Fire Officer Peleki Leweningila of Lambasa Fire Station, who spent 19 years in the service, says to become a fireman needs focus and passion. Leweningila, who was born in 1959, started off as a volunteer firefighter at Lambasa Town Council before being absorbed into the mainstream business.
We'll never forget, being a new firefighter, fire officer in Levuka. And then that MH fire came up. And where I didn't even know, I wasn't very familiar with the fire officers. They were very new to me. And also the fire in Taveuni, in Kamba's shop, where, I just started in Taveuni and then we had that big fire. So that I will never forget this, because that was a very good experience for me.
Another retiree sub-officer Epeli Tukania of Savu Savu Fire Station says when he joined National Fire Authority 22 years ago, the organization was not equipped well and did not have sufficient resources.
The incident which I could not forget was one of the biggest fire in Savu where 7 shops burned down. And it was an incident that I couldn't forget because it was the biggest fire in Savu. It created history also in National Fire Authority, and it also brought up the changes in National Fire Authority, whereby they started to have this road map was created just because of this fire. It was at a Solanki shop in Savu, and at the time we were not well equipped.
The NFA responded to 117 structural fires last year, out of which 60% could have been prevented if the people practiced fire safety. Farzana Nisha, FBC News.
Coming up in sports after the break, likely world title fight in Fiji. And first fun run race in the TV Ra. That and more after the break.
Hula, I'm Dori from Nasinu Market. My choice is simple, Gold FM. Only the classic hits.
My name is Yvonne. I'm from Nandi. I love Gold FM. Only the classic hits.
Sayandra, my name is Sunny. Only the Gold FM at Golden Point Resort, Raki Raki.
Hi, I'm Anna of Nasinu. When it comes to a radio, my choice is always Gold FM. Only the classic hits.
My name is Anna and I'm from Nandi. I love listening to Gold FM. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Welcome to FBC Sports. Boxing fans in Fiji can expect a world title fight later this year. 608th ranked super lightweight boxer Sebastian Singh has been approached to give a go at the IBO world title. Rohit Deo tells us more.
Sebastian the Sniper Singh!
Talks are still at an early stage, but the local fans can start gearing up to watch world-class boxing. With the IBO super lightweight title currently vacant, Sebastian Singh has been approached to fight for the belt.
We have just managed to secure one of the vacant title, and talks are still going on. It's 90% green light is open.
Boxing promoter Pranil Das says this is a big opportunity for any local boxer. This will be the first time a world title fight may take place in Fiji.
IBO title is a big title, has been really recognized in the world, and whoever Fijian boxer wins that title, automatically he comes in top 100 numbers in the world. So we are just waiting for formalities.
Sebastian Singh has so far fought 7 bouts and has won 6, of which 4 were by knockouts. He is undefeated locally and his only loss was in Australia in 2013. Rohit Deo, FBC Sports.
The Nandi Jet Runners Club will for the first time organize a fun run in the TV Village in Ra next week. Club President Abhinesh Kumar says he was part of the Ra Youth Forum earlier this month, where youth groups approached him to organize the race. More than 200 people from 4 villages are expected to take part in the race.
Ra has shown interest and Jet Runners Club is looking forward to start their season with high because organizing festival in Ra would be great. Good to see that youth competing in there, and we want to encourage them into sports, especially for health and fitness.
The race will be held on the 9th of January. Now, the voluntary fundraising group formed to raise funds to help the Fiji Rugby Union in their Road to Rio campaign will release their calendar of events soon. The campaign includes a money bank in the shape of a rugby ball being placed at the Nandi International Airport, together with solis, fundraising dinners and many more activities. The money collected will be used to help the Fiji Sevens teams to compete at the Rio Games.
We will be releasing the calendar of events pretty soon to just indicate the details of events that will fall from now till the time we get to Rio. But it's going to be in an organized fashion, and it's working very closely with the Fiji Rugby Union and with the rugby players, the men's and women's team.
They aim to raise $800,000 for the national teams. The Vodafone Fiji under-23 football side moves back into camp from Monday. This will be the last camp before the team departs for their tour of Spain on the 13th of this month. The team will play build-up matches against development sides of the Spanish La Liga. And the side is using this tour as a build-up towards next year's Rio Olympics in Brazil. Confirmation that this season could feature one of the tightest title races in the history of the Barclays Premier League by looking at the spread of the top 11 teams at this halfway point of the campaign. Meanwhile, the second round starts tomorrow with Liverpool playing West Ham at 1:45 a.m. Arsenal takes on Newcastle United at 3:50 a.m. and Watford plays Manchester City at 6:20 a.m. You can watch all 3 matches live on FBC TV. Now the weather update, mainly cloudy conditions with some showers were experienced over the group today. Severe tropical cyclone Ola category 3 was located about 410 kilometers east of Canberra, or about 450 kilometers east-northeast of Onoilau at 1 p.m. today. The cyclone is moving west-southwest at about 23 kilometers per hour. Close to its center, the cyclone is expected to have average winds of 150 kilometers per hour and momentary gusts to 205 kilometers per hour. The tropical cyclone Gale warning is now in force for Canberra, Ongea, Fulanga, Namuka, Mode, Vatoa and Onoilau. A strong wind warning remains in force for eastern Viti Levu, northern Lao, and Lomai Viti Group, Kandavu, Taviuni and the nearby smaller islands and eastern Vanua Levu. A quick look at the temperatures. All centres recorded temperatures above 30 degrees except Nadi. Lambasa was the highest on 33, Suva was on 32, Savu experienced 31 degrees, Lotoka and Ba were on 30, while Nandi recorded 29 degrees. The outlook for tomorrow, the cyclone may bring damaging gale force winds over the Lao group from tomorrow, moderate to fresh westerly winds, gusty at times, occasional showers, possibly heavy at times from tomorrow. Now for the further outlook, no major changes are expected. Recapping the main points, police are investigating the death of a 34-year-old man of Taviuni who was allegedly assaulted by his younger brother. People in the maritime areas have been advised to brace themselves for severe tropical cyclone Ola that is expected to impact from tonight. And Fiji Airways to add a new Boeing 737 aircraft to its current fleet. On to this week's poll question. Was 2015 a successful year for Fiji? You can visit our FBC website to take part. You can also send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email, citizenseyes@fbc.com.fj, or share it with us via our Facebook page, FBC News. Or if you're on Twitter, follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC News or simply #FBC News. You've been watching FBC News. I'm Amrita Priyadarshini. Good night.
Hi, my name's Liviana Valentine. I'm from Nandi and Today FM rocks.
My name is Ateza. I work at Golden Point Resort. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
My name is Krish. I'm from Tava. I like listening to Big Breakfast. Today FM rocks.
I'm Juliana. I'm from Nautaka and I like listening to Today FM.
Hi, my name is Chelly. I live in Arere. Today FM rocks my grog and lollipop.
Bula, my name is So. I'm from Navua. I like listening to Today's FM.
Bula, my name is Asilika from Rocky and Today FM rocks with my flip-flops.
Today's hit music on Today FM.